Alright guys, today's a quick video. One of my subscribers said he wanted to know what was my torch setup, since I always solder. I hate ProPress. I do have ProPress, but today's going to be a quick video on my setup for torch, which is pretty simple. So this video is for you, subscriber CN3121. So it's going to be a quick video, like I said. These are all my empties. So TurboTorch kit I carry here. Whatever doesn't have a cap on is our empties. And you can see here on the other side I have one full still. I always keep the empties here to keep the bag full, that way it doesn't collapse and it stays up pretty quick. Nice and easy to grab. So like I said, this is the regular regulator for MAP gas. Always keep it off just in case it leaks from the quick connect or you happen to leave the handle on. It will still leak if you leave the handle on, so try to keep it off all the time. I have a couple tips here that I regularly use. This is my small tip, which is a T2. This is real tight spots. Solder is real good for 1/2 inch and 3/4, but I usually use it for tight spots or real quick solder. If you need a little bit more powerful, then you have the T3, which is a bigger tip and is also an igniter. Small tips like this doesn't come with an igniter, so either a T3 or the next up, which is a T4. This is extremely big. You could solder up 2 inches, 3 inches with no problem with this tip, and it lasts a long time. Again, big tips with igniter. Key for all the tips, if it has a blue O-ring, it's for MAP gas. The other ones for acetylene are different tips. I do use acetylene, but for my regular base use, anything up to maybe 2 inches, I use this with no problem. Unless I'm going to be there for a very long time and solder a lot, I use my B tank, which is up in the corner. I'll show you here. Just a quick glance of my truck. It's pretty dirty, don't judge. Back in the corner right there, you can see the B tank. Back to my setup. So this is a torch setup. It's made by TurboTorch. Real quick, nice little bag. Also comes with a little grabber right here, so when the tip is hot, stick it in here, that way you don't burn somebody's carpet or anything like that. And this is where I keep my the heat shield that I always say in my videos to use, that way you don't burn no wood, because that's one thing I hate. If you're gonna torch, make sure everything around is protected and don't burn anything because it looks like crap. All right, so that goes there. That's pretty simple. And then this is my flux kit. I call it my flux kit. Everything on here is always in here and it's always like this. My guys know, keep it clean because I don't like a messy flux kit. So I have a regular nail plate here just in case I have to set somewhere, if I need to solder something real quick, that way I don't burn anything I'm on. I usually burn right on my, I usually solder right on the flux kit. I put it either here, put the fit in, solder real quick, and then also use it to protect something to solder. Let's say if you're gonna solder right against the wall, slide this in and you can solder the joint coming up and you won't burn nothing. All right, this regular rag just to wipe everything off. Got emery cloth here, some more emery cloth here, and then your typical cleaning brushes. I got 1/2 inch and 3/4. Anything bigger I have stored on the bottom. So I got 1 inch, 1.25 inch. Anything bigger than 1.25 inch I have in the side of my truck where all the cleaning brushes are. This is a drawer on the bottom. I have regular pipe cleaners here, 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch. And then I also have my tips for my acetylene, the B tank in the back. These are screw-on type, okay, and different sizes for every different size. This one's a real small one also. All right, just almost like the number 2 of the acetylene. And cleaning brushes, striker if you need it, and then just some flints, extra flints. Pretty simple setup here, nice and clean. And then obviously your flux and your lead-free solder. If I need lead solder to do a drain or anything, usually I use this, but I do have lead solder inside my truck just in case I need to solder anything, and I don't have to use lead-free, which is more expensive. But it's a pretty quick setup. I love it, and it's nice and easy to grab. You grab one hand this and you either shoulder strap it or handle it, and it's nice and easy. And let me know in the comments below, see if you guys want a tour of my truck. It's pretty messy right now. I haven't cleaned it, but you can see everything's labeled here and there, but I could go in-depth review if you want it. But this is a quick video for subscriber CN3121, which wanted to know my torch setup. and that's where it is. All right, so check you on the next one. See ya.